What is going on, everybody? I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. If this is your first time to my channel, please smash the subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell notification. That way you don't miss content when I drop it. So as you can see here today, I'm going to be doing an unboxing of a pair of noise cancelling earbuds. Now these are going to be replacing my AirPods. These are the first gen. And obviously with the AirPod Pros, I had a lot of people that were asking me why didn't I just simply upgrade from these to the Pros. Well, for one thing, the Pros are about $240-$250, and from what I've read about these are actually the next best thing, if not better than the Pros. And I got this actually at Best Buy for about, I believe it was on sale for like $178, but they're normally about $230 some odd dollars. And it is voice assistant compatible, so as you can see, it will work with not only the Google Assistant, but it will also work with not only will it work with the Google Assistant, but as you can see, it'll work with both Alexa built in as well as Siri, and it is Bluetooth, and it is obviously noise cancelling, and these are also NFC as well. So basically what NFC means is that you can simply just tap these with your NFC compatible phone and then they will pair automatically. But otherwise you just simply would just connect via Bluetooth, and there's an app that you can also download and use with this, which I will do in a later review. Right now we're just going to be doing an unboxing. It's kind of comparing between the Sony wf-1000xm3s with my typical just simple first gen AirPods. So we are going to get into a little bit of that and then kind of just talk a little bit about the back of the box and some of the information it gives you. So it is hands-free calling, obviously, as you can see. It gives you about 10-minute charge, gives you about 90 minutes worth of play, so roughly about an hour and a half off of a 10-minute charge. And the case is charged via USB-C, which is kind of cool, whereas the AirPods are still the Lightning, and that includes the second gen AirPods as well as the AirPod Pros. So again, I don't know why they didn't do with the Pros USB-C. Obviously USB-C means a faster charge, which means if you plug it in for less time, it gives you a decent amount of hours off of that amount of charge. So as you can see, 10 minutes worth of charge will give you about an hour and a half with the USB-C plug-in charge, which is kind of cool. And it says it gives you about 6 hours worth of playtime if you have the noise cancelling on, or about up to 24 hours of playtime with the charging case. So it allows you a certain amount of charges that you can use before the battery tends to die out. Then you have to charge the case, but it gives you 6 hours worth of noise cancelling with it on. And then on the bottom it says about 8 hours worth of play and up to 32 hours with the charging case if you have the you have the noise cancelling off. So basically it's the same thing. If you have the noise cancelling off, you can play for 8 hours, and then when the battery runs out, you simply charge it again up to a certain amount of charges, and then you will end up having to charge the case, which is actually kind of cool. From what I've seen with the AirPods, you don't really get anywhere near as much playtime with it with the single charge. So again, I'm just going to be doing an unboxing, just kind of comparing between this and my HomePod. So we're going to get into that now. And yeah, well, like I said before, from what I've seen from YouTube videos, this is actually a pretty capable set of noise cancelling AirPods. So earphones, so they're truly wireless, which is kind of cool. So again, like I said, I didn't really want to go into the buying the AirPod Pros. Although I'm an Apple guy, I still think that $230 some odd dollars for some headphones that are noise cancelling. There's other things out there that are just as good, if not better. So that's just in my opinion. So we're just gonna pull this out. Is what they look like. This is just to start pairing. It tells you how to do it. You simply pull them out of the case and you stick them directly into the carrying case, and that is how that works. So this is what they look like. It's actually not pretty bad compared to what my HomePod or AirPods look like. So that's the AirPod right there. That is the Sony one. So they're not overly big. Obviously the Pros are going to have a smaller stem, but it's not as big as I thought it was big. Again, typically when it comes to earphones, I kind of don't like them too small in my ear, because then it makes it feel like I'm just going to lose them, or feel like it's going to get stuck in my ear. And so that's the headphones. And here is the case, which is actually pretty cool from what I've seen in the videos. It is a lot bigger than the AirPod Pros, as you can see here. So these are the Pros, and that is the Sony one. So as you can see, it is severely bigger, but again, it's still not too bad. I'm actually going to get a carrying case for this so I can actually carry this around and just kind of strap it to my belt loop with a carabine. After the charger, it's going to actually ask me to plug it in to the headsets, and I'm assuming that's how we'll charge and set it up. So as you can see, that's what the inside of that looks like compared to the inside of what that looks like. So it's not too bad. As I said, these are smaller compared to the Sony ones, but again, pretty solid. As you can see, holding it, it's not going to fall out or nothing like that, so that's pretty cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick these into here, and then obviously they're not charged, so I'll probably end up having to charge them. And the cool thing is it shows you, I don't know if you can see that there's like a left and a right here. So obviously these would be probably the left, but eventually you'll figure it out once you put it in. If it doesn't work with one side, you just flip it over to the other side. Then there's obviously that, and then as you can see, there is a red light that comes on, and then that is letting you know that it's charged or is charging. And then as you can see, it's charging. That's pretty much how that works. And then you just follow the instructions on it to pair it, and we'll just set this aside for a second. So here's obviously the rest of the instructions on how to pair that. The cool thing I like about this from what I was watching in the videos is that this comes with a plethora of earpieces. Now, I don't know about you, but when it comes to buying earphones, typically they only give you like that many and then expect you to just kind of make sure that fits. But this gives you 8 different assorted custom types, I guess. So there's a plastic kind, there's like a silicone kind. So these feel like the normal, just silicone kind. Or the kind of like the plastic kind, I guess. These are a little bit more sturdier. I can tell from just feeling it. So I'll be definitely looking forward to putting these on in a later review and then just kind of seeing which ones fit on me. But I love the fact that these give you that. Obviously with the AirPod Pros, you only get like 3, small, medium, and large. This kind of just gives you the same concept, but you get 2 different types, which is kind of cool. And then you simply get, here is the USB-C cord, so simply just plug it in and charge that way. From the size of the two, obviously with the Sony it is a lot bigger than it is with the AirPods. So yes, so first gen, second gen, or first gen, and the Sony ones. Now obviously the HomePods are going to be a little bit wider, but this is still by far bigger than the HomePods. I don't know why they could have just made it a little bit smaller, but again, it really depends on what they had to sacrifice to put in here just for that. So that is it. So I'm going to actually let these charge, and then I'm going to play around with it a little bit, download the app, and then I'll do a later review on these and how I think that these are much better than the HomePod Pros or the AirPod Pros. So that is it. So if this video was helpful, hit that thumbs up. And that is the unboxing of my brand new wf-1000xm3 Sony True Wireless Noise Cancelling headsets. Now a link in the description on where you can get this. And that is everything on this. So again, I want to thank everybody for watching. Again, if this is your first time to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit that bell notification, that way you don't miss content when I drop it. And again, I want to thank everybody for watching, and have a great week.